How's it going, guys? Vaibhav here and welcome back to another video. Now today let's talk about LG's smartphone division, which has been in the red for the past couple of years, but I think this year LG wants to finally fix that. We've had the LG Velvet of late. The phone will be available on the 15th of May, and yes, it's a rejuvenated design. It's got this 3D arc design, it's got the water drop style camera, and all of that is great. But when it comes to flagship smartphones, LG still isn't doing much, and I'm pretty sure they have a smartphone in the works, but I think this is the first step towards new designs from LG in general. Now, when it comes to foldable smartphones, that's where things get interesting. When the Galaxy Fold and the Huawei Mate XS came out, or the Mate X came out, I totally expected LG to jump into the trend, but instead of doing so, they described their foldable smartphone concept to be something called a dual screen concept. Now, yes, it's not the worst implementation of a foldable smartphone, but it isn't a foldable smartphone at the end of the day, and I guess the reason why they didn't go full out was because they didn't have the funds. But it looks like with the Velvet series, it's the first step towards a big thing for LG. So an exclusive from Korean Herald, I'll leave a link to this actual article down in the description. It looks like the LG Velvet is a start towards LG's next and ambitious project. So we've had the LG Velvet, now it looks like the next one is the Horizontal Instinct, followed by the rollable phone. So what is the Horizontal Instinct? Well, according to these exclusives and leaks, it's basically a phone that can rotate when it comes to display. So this is sort of the concept that we're staring at, and when I first saw this, it reminded me of the Nokia N93i. This is a pretty old phone, refreshingly light to be honest, but the concept is fairly similar. You open it up, there you go, and you have a portion here and a portion there, and the portion above rotates. So I guess the LG smartphone could do something similar with a screen at the bottom and a screen at the top, and the screen could rotate that way, and that could be the LG Horizontal Instinct, which is supposed to come out in the second half of this year. It's said that this phone will cost around the $800 to $900 mark, which means if rumors are to be true, LG sort of mastered this foldable concept and they're not really focused or not really worried about the costs. Another thing could be the fact that this won't be a foldable smartphone at all, and that's why the cost of the smartphone is so much lower than the competing other foldable smartphones that we have seen. But nothing about the specifications of the phone is official yet, but I'm guessing if it's coming out in the next half of this year, this might be a direct competitor to the Galaxy Fold 2, which I discussed in an earlier video. So if you want to check that out, you can do so by clicking the card above. But yes, that's the LG Horizontal Instinct, but we're not done yet, because at MWC next year in 2021 in February, we're gonna see a rollable phone from LG according to these rumors, and I think that makes sense. The Velvet to the Horizontal Instinct to the rollable phone. I think this is what LG is claiming to be the push to rejuvenate their smartphone division, and I could totally see that happening as long as they focus on marketing. They've had great phones in the past couple of years, but they're just very bad when it comes to marketing their smartphones. Now, the rollable smartphone concept, we haven't really seen anything of it apart from this conceptual image that we saw of the rotatable smartphone. There's just a schematic of the rollable smartphone. This is from a patent application that LG has filed for a rollable smartphone, but we do have visuals of what it could look like. Now, if you don't know, TCL has already showcased its rollable smartphones, and while they aren't available for the public just yet, they do a good job of showing us what the future may hold. So this is what the concept looks like, where you could literally pull the screen and it would get bigger. So I think this is sort of the next step towards foldable slash rollable slash extendable smartphones in general. And this is just one video. There's another video where you could squeeze the phone together and it basically becomes a smaller phone. And a third video right there showing a side-on view of what this technology entails. Now, yes, this is a far-fetched dream for LG right now because they're just recovering with the LG Velvet series, but I can totally see them coming back because they already have that household name. People still use LG appliances at their house. I'm pretty sure you have one LG product at your house at any given time right now as well. So I'm guessing if LG sort of pulls this off, this could be one of the biggest comebacks we've seen. I mean, we have seen comebacks in the past, but they haven't been sort of revolutionary, and if LG can pull this off, I would be one of the first person to, congratulate that, because I have a soft spot for LG, and I genuinely wish there was more competition from these big brands when it came to smartphones and foldable smartphones in general. And if we could see new concepts being introduced, that's a win-win for the consumer anyway. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about what LG has in store. Do you think this is very ambitious? And are LG gonna fail once again, or is this the start of LG's comeback? I mean, the Velvet is a good enough step. We'll know how it sells in the next quarter or so, and based on that, maybe LG can make its adjustments of what to do for the next half of this year, taking into consideration the fact that the whole COVID-19 situation is going on and how they're gonna tackle that with MWC next year. So let me know what you guys think about LG in general. Do you think they have a space in the smartphone market? And if you do, leave a comment down below on how you can think they can come back to the likes and, you know, compete directly with the likes of Samsung, Apple, OnePlus, Oppo, etc, etc. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. This was Vaibhav, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.